Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Jagoda Katri and I'm representing the International Affairs Unit at the Office of Electronic Communications in Warsaw, Poland. So today with my colleague we will be talking about shaping Polish telecommunications market and the European Commission strategy for digital economy. From my part, you will get to know who is the president of the Office of Electronic Communications, in short called UKE, which stands for Urząd Komunikacji Elektronicznej in Polish. I will also talk you through the mission and vision of the office. Then I will show you in brief structure of the office, and we'll present the main activities of the president.
Good afternoon, my name is Małgorzata Riley. I'm a senior specialist in UKE, and I'll be presenting the part regarding the European Commission strategy for creating digital market in Europe, and what tools European Union is taking to create a uniform and transparent market, and how these regulations and documents are translated into the Polish market to shape Polish telecommunications market.
So to start with, I will tell you who is the president of the UKE. The president of our office is a regulatory authority responsible for telecommunications and postal services, as well as for frequency resources management. So he has his mission and his vision. The mission of the president of UKE is to provide all the citizens with affordable and modern access to telecommunications and postal services in a developing market in the international environment. And his vision is to act as a credible, impartial and professional moderator of market developments. That's why he is acting with understanding of societal needs as well as business sector rules. So when it comes to the main areas of the activities of the president, first of all, we have consumer protection. Then there is also development of infrastructure and services, and competition, healthy competition, which is reached through optimal regulation. And the last part, which you can see now, it's UK 3.0. UK 3.0 stands for set of values that using and we are following in our activities. So it goes for three values. It's honesty, creativity and effectiveness. I will talk about the specific details of each area later on. First of all, I would like to show you how UK is structured. So, of course, as in each office, we have upper management. So, the previously mentioned president, he has also his two deputy presidents, and there's also the director general. Later on, after that, we have different departments and bureaus in headquarters in Warsaw, but also in each region of Poland, we have a regional branch of UKE. And the role of each branch is to represent the interests and activities of the president. UK's team employees, so we have more than 600 people employed, and as you can see in the slide, almost half of this is women. So we are really proud and glad that we can in practice maintain gender balance. The average age of an employee is slightly over 44, as you can see. And when it comes to education background, we have people from different backgrounds. It depends on their area of expertise. So we have people from academia, from humanities studies, international relations. We have lawyers, we have engineers when it comes to some more technical or specific topic. So I said before that the consumers are our main priority, like their protection, their rights. So our interest is to provide, according with our mission, provide each and every household in Poland with affordable access to telecommunications and postal services. We are also involved in different projects. So first of all, we are responsible for 5G technology development and rollout in Poland. Then the other project, as you can see, is QoS, which stands for Quality of Service. So our president, he certifies a tool that enables free of charge each and every user in Poland to check the quality of internet service provided and compare it with the quality which is claimed in the contract with operator. We also contribute to consumer policy, and we are doing our best to use all the funds and possibilities available. So we are involved in POPC, which is a program for Digital Poland, and we use European funds. In terms of development of infrastructure and services, which is one of the key areas, as I have mentioned before, we really strive to support innovations, and mostly Polish innovations. That's why we cooperate with research and development sector, and we support them in problem solving. We also participate in initiatives on regional level as well as national level. We acquire knowledge and international experience in order to optimize legal and regulatory environment, and we promote innovations internationally. In terms of consumer protection and consumer rights and interest protection, we really do our best to match services to their needs. That's why we represent proudly pro-consumer approach. We also want to simplify communications with users so they can really give us feedback and we can help them in increasing the quality of the services. We are involved, as I said before, in the digitization process of Poland and market. We contribute to regulations, we conduct review of regulatory approach, and we also identify the various user preferences by conducting periodic surveys. And also we support strongly investments. We encourage SMP operators to invest. We support network rollout and infrastructure in order to standardize the terms of access to passive infrastructure. And last but not least, we promote co-investments. So we develop regulatory principles for the network constructed under co-investment schemes implementation. So that's it for my part. And now I will give the floor to my colleague.
The development of digital economy is recognized as a very important topic across the world. Also, in the view of the last events of pandemic, it's proven to be even more important to pay attention and to invest in creating and developing efficient digital economy across the world. European Union is no different. It has recognized that digital economy is the way forward for all European markets. However, in order to create a very efficient economy, there's a need to develop reliable, fast and uniform infrastructure across Europe. In order to shape a uniform market, European Commission issued a number of regulations and papers that should create friendly and transparent environment for all market players across Europe. Those documents that are already in power are European Electronics Communications Code, Broadband Cost Reduction Directive, European Strategy for Data, and a white paper on AI, IoT and robotics. However, this market is changing on a constant basis. Therefore, European Commission is working on more directives and regulations, one being a Digital Services Act, and another would be the package of Europe's gigabit connectivity. The European Electronic Communications Code focuses on creating an internal market for electronic communication networks and services. It introduces us to a term of very high capacity networks. It promotes creation of modern networks across Europe with the use of fiber optic cable. The code provides some guidance to how build those networks. It rises the need to create pico and microcells to facilitate the development of 5G technology. It also promotes network sharing between telecommunication providers and operators. The topic of network sharing and infrastructure sharing is at the eye of Broadband Cost Reduction Directive. It obliges all operators to seek out existing infrastructure to use for the development of their own new network. The directive provides instructions on how to proceed with authorization, how to seek out information about existing infrastructures. It's important to note that these are not only telecommunication infrastructures that we're talking about. It's important to remember that ducts and poles are also used by energy operators or waste management companies. The directive provides a guidance on how to access in-building infrastructure, how to obtain the information, and how to cooperate with other parties in order to make it most efficient network sharing experience. European Strategy for Data is a paper that promotes uniform and cross-country data sharing. Also, it encourages industry sectors to interchange data between themselves. It provides guidance on how to create communication platforms across Europe and within countries to allow the creation of digital data market that would benefit all businesses and consumers. White paper on artificial intelligence has been issued earlier this year by European Commission. It provides guidance on how to develop artificial intelligence, which is the backbone of Internet of Things and robotics. With development of artificial intelligence with the rapid development of artificial intelligence, we can see that it's necessary to provide guidance to provide standards and uniform approach across Europe. As then this technology is used to develop advanced Internet of Things solutions and robotics solutions. These were the papers that were already established here in Europe. There are some more activities that will be coming this year and in the following years. The first of them is Digital Services Act, which will be implemented at the end of this year. This is a response to the activities from global platform operators, and it aims to regulate the digital market. Among upcoming activities, we have the development of Digital Services Act, which is a response to activities from the global digital platforms. It aims to regulate digital services market here in Europe to protect local businesses and local initiatives from being taken over in a hostile manner. The act is expected to be published at the end of this year, and already this quarter will be put up for public consultations. Another package of activities is gathered as Europe's gigabit connectivity. In this area, European Commission will be revising Broadband Cost Reduction Directive and other papers related to digital economy, digital platforms, also 5G technology, and anything that could be used for creation and development of digital economy here in Europe. Also earlier this year, European Commission presented a report on shaping Europe's digital future. This is a paper that lays out main areas of activities over the next 5 years that European Commission will be focusing on. The activities are divided into 3 main themes, them being technology that works for people, a fair and competitive economy, and an open, democratic and sustainable society. All activities within these themes are carefully laid out to protect to protect end consumers as well as operators, and to create a balanced and transparent market for everybody to grow and benefit from the digital economy the most. All these activities have to be transferred onto a local market. Main institutions that take part in creating digital economy here in Poland are the Ministry of Digitalization, Digital Poland Project Center, and the Office of Electronic Communications. Those three institutions are the leaders and main actors in implementing initiatives such as National Broadband Plan, Digital Poland Operations Program, and UKE strategy. National Broadband Plan is a document created by the Ministry of Digitalization. It aims to provide the guidance and main directions of development here in Poland over the next 5 years. It touches on topics such as development of 5G technologies, radio frequencies for 5G, access, security and privacy for 5G technology. Also, directions to provide ultra-fast access to internet for all households across Poland. Operational program Digital Poland is a star program for Digital Poland Project Center. It's coordinated by this institution together with the Ministry of Digitalization and the Office of Electronic Communications. Over the last 4 calls, it's estimated that over 2 million households will be connected to fast internet. And here we can see how the actual investments were progressing as of the end of 2019. Almost 6,000 kilometers of network with fiber optic cable have been connected. And by the end of 2022, almost 100,000 kilometers of fiber optic network is estimated to be laid down and in order to connect the households across whole Poland. Another area of activity is UK's President's strategy. Developing digital economies at the focus of UK. We provide general regulations for investment into fiber infrastructure across Poland. The guidance and the regulation is designed to promote co-investment, to promote building and sharing infrastructure. UK's president is also in charge of frequency usage and the tender for radio spectrum frequency for 5G. Among other activities, UK's president is promoting innovation to create competitive technology and also maximizing EU funds as is represented in the Digital Poland Operations Program. 5G in Poland is on its way in line with the European Union activities. It is recognized that it requires high investment costs. However, these outweigh the benefits that are expected, especially in creation of over 500,000 new jobs. And these jobs are estimated to be linked both to creation of the infrastructure and the network itself, but also these are jobs that will be created as a result of developing new businesses and new industry areas here in Poland as a result of the use of the latest technologies, 5G as well as IoT and Industry 4.0. On the topic of Industry 4.0, we are at the beginning of the Industrial Revolution. This one is the 4th one, and it's a digital revolution. At the backbone of Industry 4.0, we have Internet of Things and 5G technology. As these are not fully yet operational, we can only see the potential at the moment. Industry 4.0 is already accelerating using existing technology. However, its development with the widespread implementation of 5G across Poland will be immense. It is estimated that businesses will experience savings in 4 main areas of their operations. First of them being manufacturing, then maintenance, inventory, and complexity costs. The highest impact will be in complexity costs. These are the costs related to the difficulty of operations of the business itself. 5G technology will allow to automate a lot of procedures that so far required human judgment. However, now with artificial intelligence and the speed of calculation arising from 5G technology, a lot of those processes will be able to be automated and therefore provide huge cost savings. And here are a few numbers about how the digital market looks like in Poland at the moment. UKE conducted a study among corporate users and startups to see how they use internet and mobile phones for internet in their everyday business. General and traditional corporate users are already using internet and mobile phones to a great extent. We can see that landline phone connection is becoming a thing of the past. However, it's startups that provide a good measure for what's going to come next. We can see that good, reliable internet is at the basis of their operations. All of them, 100%, are using internet. Mobile phones, a little bit less than general business. However, also almost 97% of businesses are using mobile phone connection. It is interesting also in this study to see how the internet is being accessed. Again, startups are providing a trend for the future, and we can see that majority of them are predominantly using fixed internet access. Mobile internet through modem and router is fairly low. However, we can see that over half of startups are using internet access via mobile phone. This shows that startups rely on technology for their business. They require reliable, stable, and fast internet, which at the moment is provided by fixed internet to a greatest extent. With the development of 5G and Internet of Things, we can expect that internet access via mobile phone will be increasing rapidly. However, the reliability of the service has to be provided. Corporate users are at the moment using internet via mobile phone as they don't have such high demands for the speed and reliability as technology-oriented startups. All in all, we can see that the development of stable and reliable uniform infrastructure across the country is crucial for the development of our business. And our businesses are creating the economy, which is becoming more and more digitalized. Thank you for your attention. Goodbye.